Hello, my name is Dr. Second Best. Do you struggle from severe trophy loss? Do you struggle to invest in good meta brawlers? I'm gonna upgrade Larry and Lori because it's fun. Because you came to the right place, because I'm gonna show you the best brawlers for season 40, baby! Yes, that's right, this game has legit 40 seasons, 93 brawlers, over 30 hypers, and every single one of them is on crack. So I'm gonna show you guys what brawlers you need to get right now and what brawlers you need to play right now to push to the highest elo in the game. That's pro rank, you feel me? But for real though, I'm gonna show you guys top 5 brawlers right now. Alright, so 5th most important brawler right now in the meta is the big old Draco. This brawler, unironically, before the update, went from legit low B tier to high S tier. The reason being is because of his big old hypercharge. Look, I'm literally gonna buy it right now. I'm gonna buy Draco's hyper right now and show you guys. Draco's obviously a tank brawler. You want to buy this brawler or just like, you know, fully upgrade it if you consider yourself a tank player. This is by far the best tank out right now. Like top 2. And I'm gonna show you right now in some solo showdown. Alright, now that I defeated Seaman Demon, I got my hyper now. And the reason why Draco is so damn broken is because, one, he get his hypers really fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, really fast. Probably one of the biggest... Hold on, I'm gonna touch this kid. Come here. Look at this. Look at my hyper, bruh. No one can dodge my hyper. And now I just run it down, kill this kid. And yeah, that's basically his hyper in a nutshell. On average, you get 1 to 2 hypers for Draco every game. By the way, this is the build you want to be running. You want to be running shredding. Speed damage is my go-to favorite for every single map, every single mode. And for the gadget, always go last stand. Never go uppercut. This is useless. In some occasions, when you're playing heist, you would want to go expose. I love to go expose in Draco on heist. Basically, you run up every 5 seconds. You can mark this safe and do so much damage. Like, each shot is probably 5% when it's marked with Draco max range. It's absolutely phenomenal. This brawler is absolutely great for low skill players. So if you have some low skill out there, I know some of you guys have low skill, no brain, Draco's for you. All right, top 4 most meta brawler is going to be Charlie. Unironically, I have her at 0 cups. I don't really play this disgusting no dad brawler, but I'm gonna be honest, this brawler is absolutely broken right now, and she should be pretty easy to invest in considering she's mythic. I don't know how the upgrading works in this game. I think it's all the same. But for the build you want to be going is digestive. The reason why you want the reason why you want to be going to star power is because whenever you cocoon someone, you can remove 25% of their current HP. And since you guys know, like, this is a tanky meta, just a bunch of like tanks everywhere, it's gonna be very useful to like take away 20% of like thanks HP. For the gears, I like to go damage and speed, but honestly, Charlie kind of has low HP, so you can also go like shield. I like speed because like speed's fire. And for the gadget, it's very dependent. Say for example, you're facing like a Lou on hot zone, definitely want to be going spiders. But if you're facing like, I don't know, like an Amber, if you're facing like Amber, Janet, or even throwers, I would suggest going to cocoon. The reason why you want to go cocoon is basically you just like sit here, take all the damage in like hot zone. For example, let's say if this is like a hot zone, I'm sitting in like the zone, and you just pop a cocoon in the middle of the zone, and then boom, your max HP. And the reason why Charlie is so good now is because of her big ass range. Look at that. Look. She's literally a sniper now. I'm pretty sure she almost has Belle's range. It's actually insane how much range she could possibly have. Not only that, you can also like peek walls pretty well. So you can just like this and like, yeah, like. Say for example, there's like an enemy right here. Look, I'm gonna like say like there's an enemy right behind this wall. I could just go like this. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's how long her range is. Boom. Little demonstration, obviously, because I have no friends to, you know, demonstrate with. Since obviously they're all busy. My friends are busy. I can't disturb my friends. Obviously, you just sit in the zone like this, pop your cocoon, and then you just like, you know, just sitting here and just like infinitely farm. I did die there. It's a little bit of a glitch in the game, but you know what I'm saying. Top 3 best brawler right now is the Gussington. I'm gonna be honest. When Gus came out, I thought this brawler was gonna be absolutely mid, but now for some reason, Gus is now one of the best brawlers in the whole entire game. Probably honestly the best mid brawler you can possibly ever go. The reason being is because of many things. One, obviously, is his hypercharge, and look, I'm gonna buy it right now. I'm gonna buy his hypercharge right now. Gus absolutely shreds in the damage department, and since Gus has the ability to literally give himself a big ass shield, makes him the best mid. He can just shield himself from like anything and just survive. And if you're curious on what his hypercharge does, it basically gives him a big, just like, you know, like like in BTD battles, like the spike shot from like Monkey Tower Defense. Think of it like that. And also, Gus has a pretty high hypercharge rate if you know how to hit your shots. And honestly, it's not that hard to hit shots with Gus. Look at this. Like, his shots are like extremely big. Also, guys, if you want to know a fire glitch with Gus, you can actually spawn 2 ghosts at once. So right here, I have my ghost. So what you want to do is shoot a shot from like max range and then just quickly go another one. Wait, hold on. I did it wrong. I think it's like this. No. Back to what I was saying though, yeah, Gus. If you can't hit shots with Gus, then it's just a skill issue. This brawler is literally made for dum-dums. Literally, this brawler is made for dum-dums. Your shot is bigger than my future. You have a shield that knocks back opponents. Not only that, though, the right build you want to be going on Gus all the time is Spirit Animal. Whenever you pop a shield for you or your teammate, you get extra damage. Is actually very, very good. 25% damage is actually one of the biggest buffs in the whole entire game. 25% damage increase. Are you kidding me? Not only that, if you run it pair with the Cookie Popper, look at it, 2,160 damage whenever you hit somebody with your ghost thing. It's absolutely insane. This brawler is made for dum-dums. For the build though, again, you want to be going Spirit Animal Star Power all the time. Do not buy the other one. Don't waste your monies. Don't waste your V-Bucks on something that doesn't matter. And for the gadget, always go Cookie Popper. For the gears though, I like to go Speed. You can also go Vision. I also recommend going Vision on Gus. Since obviously this is a tanky meta, there's always going to be things in the grass. I always like to go Vision. But for example, if you're facing like triple range, you can go like Shield, you can go Damage. You can even go the gadget cooldown and just spam gadgets, especially versus tanks. Or realistically though, it depends on matchup, all that, you know what I'm saying? And for the top 2 best brawlers, number dos is the disgusting Lumi. This atrocious dealing of a brawler is actually still pretty good even after the nerfs. Lumi has actually received a lot of nerfs in the past couple of months. Some of these nerfs they actually nerfed her health 2 times. Now she has 2,600 health and originally she had 3,000. It says 2,800 here, but this is actually her second one. Her second health nerf on top of a range nerf. As you can see, this is her first nerfs. 3,000 HP to 2,800. 200 HP just gone. And you might be asking second best, if she received so many nerfs, why is she still good? And obviously that's because of her hypercharge. Yes, Supercell, fantastic work. Even without her hypercharge, she's still top 5. The reason being why Lumi is still top 5 is because she just does so much. You can literally be playing Hot Zone with your friends. You just put one here, one there, pop a gadget, and look at that. Just easy team wipes. Look at that. I'm so talented with this brawler. Look at that. I'm actually him. Oh. Lumi can literally spawn mini loose supers every 22 seconds. And if you're feeling jobless enough, you can go like the gadget reduce cooldown and spawn it every like 19.5 seconds, which is absolutely disgusting. But for the build though, if you want to be running Lumi, halftime is going to be her best star power. Basically what it does is when you hit someone coming back, not when you hit them, but when you're like retrieving your like knuckles, your big spiky balls, it slows them down for 1 second, which is actually really good as crowd control. The other one is absolutely useless. Don't buy this. If I ever see someone running this star power, please, bro, just donate your iPad to science. And for the gadget, always want to be going Grim and Frostbitten. This is basically a mini loose super. And for the gears, I always like to go speed and damage, but recently you could also opt to go the shield gear considering how low her HP is. Lumi has a base HP of 5,200, so she's very, very squishy. And if you're wondering what her hypercharge does, basically it just spawns like 5 things. No, not 3 things. And honestly, Lumi has a pretty good recharge rate. Look at that. Look how much hypercharge I get from like one thing. Look at that. 1, 2, basically a quarter almost, or like half. So it's fairly easy to get your hypercharge with Lumi. Definitely one of the highest in the game. You can literally run her in any mode, any map, anywhere. That's how good she is. And for the best, absolute best brawler in the game is going to be Cosmo. Well, shut the hell up first. Second of all, this brawler is freaking broken. All right. The reason why this brawler is absolutely broken is because of many things. First of all, it's the fact that it has to be broken. You know, it's an ultra legendary whatever this is. 2 brawlers in one. Surely 2 brawlers in one means it's broken, right? And yes, it's pretty broken. Honestly, it's pretty debatable whether this brawler is broken or not. Like top 3, top 2. The reason why this brawler is absolutely broken is because of many things. I would say this brawler is one of the most highest skill cap brawlers in the game. Reason why is because her attack is very unorthodox. It's very unique. So like you do this, you hit him for 3k, but if you don't hit him for 3k like anywhere else, you see a little triangle, you need to hit your opponents in that triangle, which is very, very weird in order to do max damage. And obviously it's very unorthodox to like, you know, do it, you know what I'm saying, consistently. But with enough practice, you're able to do anything. Some of the reasons why this brawler is absolutely broken is because of her dash. You guys know Kaze actually dashes pretty fast. Unlike Kenji or Mortis, she dashes fast with almost no delay. And also she dashes, her shots just regenerate so quickly, so you're just like infinitely dashing everywhere. Don't even get me started on her supers. Her supers are actually very viable depending on what you do. If you're curious on how she works, basically she's like a very cracked out Kenji. I would say she's a little bit better than Kenji. Basically her first super, like the big ass circle. And this big ass circle, if you like toss it in, like for example hot zone, let's wait for my friend here to come back. Look at that, you toss it in the hot zone thing and they can't see anything outside of the circle. And look at that, he's panicking, absolutely panicking. Look at that, I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna touch him. I'm gonna touch him. And whenever you leave it, like leave the thing, you do damage. To demonstrate, I have my biggest fan Mori to help me. Basically, whenever you put your super down and the enemy goes in and out of it, it takes damage. Look, Mori's going in and out, and she's taking infinite damage. To demonstrate it once again, look at that. She goes in, takes damage, boom, goes back in, takes damage, leaves, takes damage. That's how it works, basically. And now Mori's beating me because she's mad that I'm better than her. And also, the reason why this brawler is so broken is because it gets this super very, very fast. Look at that. Oh, never mind, the game's over. Some of you guys might be thinking, second best, if we applied that logic to heist, would that work? And the answer is yes. Come here, Mori, come here. Mori, come here. Let me get my super from you. Yeah, there we go. And yes, that logic still applies to the heist safe. So if you put your super on the outer edge of the heist safe, you actually do consistent damage to the heist safe. Because technically it's on the border. Hard border. Yeah. And each time you do that, it does 9% to the safe, which is actually very cool. And Mori, please just let me get my super again, bro. Let me get my super, Mori. Say for example you have damage gear and hyper and you put it on the safe, it actually does quite a good amount of damage. 2002. Look at that, absolutely phenomenal damage. And I'm gonna demonstrate how fast you get your hyper. Look, you get your hyper very, very fast. Look at that, 3 shots and I'm already at halfway and almost at my super. One of the reasons why this brawler is absolutely so broken. So yeah, just like put on the other side right here, boom, you do damage. Absolutely fantastic. Also, Kaze is really good at doing damage by herself. Stop touching me, stop. Basically you just have to like aim your shots like as well as possible. You want to go like a little counterclockwise like way of like doing things, you know what I'm saying? You can always like do it and like, damage gear. Look at that damage gear. Look at that. I'm actually like so good at this Mori move. So you can do like actual consistent damage with just like proper practice. Look at that. I'm actually so good at playing Kaze. Sit the hell down, Mori.